Oh, wow. I said this to the team. You know, God's got a plan, and we're not exactly sure what his plan is for us yet, but he's sure testing our will. He's testing our resolve. He's testing our leadership. He's testing our character. And I couldn't be more proud of our team just to continue to fight. That's a good football team. Hats off to Arizona. They played a heck of a game. But I think these two guys here exemplify just the way we had to play tonight, the effort they showed. Over 200 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, 8 tackles, 2 sacks. I mean, just it was going to take one of those efforts, and we knew it coming in. It was a heck of a fight, and the key for us as a football team moving forward is to know this is going to be our games for a while, and we're going to have to play 60 minutes and expect to play 60 minutes every time we take the field. And it's all hands on deck, and guys are going to get put into action. We saw some young guys tonight, saw Jonathan Lockett play a bunch. We saw John Plattenberg play a bunch, and we'll continue to see that the youth of our team grow up and grow up quickly. But in the end, it's a heck of a win. It's great to be back in first place. We'll enjoy it for a plain fight home, and we've got to get ready to get back to work. We need to improve.
Steve, you called timeouts before the field goals at the end of the first half and at the end of the game. It worked both times. Is that kind of what you always do? Or do you have numbers to show that that's the best strategy, or what's your thinking in those situations?
I mean, my thinking is, generally speaking, it's hard to make 2 kicks in a row, and I think there is some timing involved. You like to have the guy have to kick it and then have to kick it again, and we got fortunate. We timed it well tonight. He made both of the first kicks and missed both of the seconds. So it's just practicing it and looking at the film and studying the cadence of the snapper so that you know when the right time is to call the timeout.
What was going through your mind when all of a sudden they have the game-winning field goal right there, like on the sideline?
I thought we were going to block it, quite honestly. I feel great about our field goal block team. We go to a jumbo package. We put Zach Banner in there with Leonard and those guys. They do a great job of it. We were getting penetration all night. I really felt good about us getting penetration and blocking the thing, It was just a matter of, again, timing the snap for these guys so they could get a good get-off.
What happened to Adoree and Kevon where they couldn't come back?
Kevon, he's been struggling with his ailment that he's been dealing with since training camp, quite honestly. It really hasn't ever gone away. We're managing it. Our medical staff is managing it, and he deals with it every day, and it's a credit to him that he gives us what he gives us. Adoree's been dealing with a growing and a hip flexor that it couldn't go on anymore. He couldn't fight through it. And when you face 101 plays plus penalties and all that, that's a lot of football plays. And so, and we knew that coming in. We knew that would be the game that it was going to be. They were going to try to wear us out. And so that's what those guys are dealing with.
Coach, you talked all week about explosive plays, and 48 yards, 34 yards. What's the difference there? What happened?
Well, we're practicing it. We're preaching it. And I really think as a coach, when you coach a player to do something and you really emphasize it and you work on it, you should get results if you're doing it the right way. And it's no different for Buck. 2 weeks ago, I challenged him after it was at the Oregon State game about he needs to be better in the open field, because he can be. I know what he's capable of. And sure enough, the last 2 weeks it's shown up, and he's making safeties miss. And the run of the night is the one where we're backed up on our own 10. It's just amazing effort and making people miss. And it's no different than Leonard in the D-line. All week we talked about we had to win the one-on-one blocks. We had to defeat our one-on-one guys. We were going to play too high. We were going to invite the run game, and then when they did it, we had to win. And it showed up. So I think as a coach, whatever you preach, you sure think you're going to get results. And so I think we need more explosive plays. Tonight wasn't even good enough. We had one called back, and we missed a couple other opportunities. So we'll keep preaching it.
But can you describe the 32-yard run there in the fourth quarter? It seemed like you were dragging half the Arizona defense down the field.
Just never stop moving your feet. Coach Nansen always preach, keep driving your feet, and good things happen. That's what I did. And like Coach Clark said, he challenged me to make guys miss the open field. I'm a guy I love challenges. I'm not going to back down from it at all. I'm going to take it head on. And that's something, you know, I thank him a lot for, you know, bringing that to my attention, you know, not, you know, let me get by with it. And he's, like he said, he see that I can get better. He see, you know, I got more in me. So I thank you for that. Coach Sark.
Hey, you're welcome, bud. I thank you too.
Leonard, how many times did you think this game was over?
You know, I never thought it was over. You know, last game showed
We've learned.
that, and we learned that we had to play every second of the game. So, you know, our motto at USC is just fighting on, and you know, it was a close game here in the end, and you know, we just fought on, and you know, we came out with the victory.
Leonard, what did you see on that two-point conversion attempt that they had, and were you surprised at all that they tried to run it as much success as they've been passing them on?
You know, I wasn't really sure what they were going to call, but I just knew what we were going to call, and I knew what we had to execute. So, you know, Arizona's a great team, but it's about us. You know, as long as we execute our game plan, I had a good feeling about it.
Do you think it was over when you made that tackle?
I can't really say. You know, like I said last game, you know, there was only 3 seconds left, and you know, you can never think the game is going to be over because anything could happen. So, I didn't think the game was over. No.
Steve, in your view, was their onside kick just a really good onside kick?
It was a heck of a kick. It was a heck of a kick. I think we can execute it better. We need to practice it again. I think we can execute our plan. We practiced that exact play on Friday, oddly enough. And that just goes to show you, as a coach, you have to emphasize everything, every time. And you have to capture all of these guys' attention in every drill that we do. But it's a good learning lesson for us, just the execution at the critical moments of all the little things, and that's just one example of it. But it was a heck of a kick by their kid. I mean, and a great play by the receiver.
Hey, Coach, in another life, would you be a preacher? Because you convinced me that there's nothing you guys can't do.
I don't know. My mother used to think I was going to be a priest, but now I'm a football coach, so maybe I should have been a priest. The stuff we've been dealing with the last couple of weeks, but you know, I love being around these guys. I love the fact that my son is sitting here with Buck and Leonard, and we've got a great team. We have awesome people in our locker room. I love coming to work every day with these guys. Knowing how much we can improve and knowing what they give me every day. From 10 months ago till now, every day they've given me something, and we keep getting better and better and better. And we're not a finished product, you know, and we've got a lot of work to do. But I'm lucky and I'm proud, and this is a really cool opportunity for me as a dad and a coach to embrace moments that shape us, you know. And I'm just fortunate.
Let's do one more.
Go ahead.
You were kind of waiting for your shot as USC's running back, and since then, 9 and 12 games over 100 yards, today a career high. Can you talk a little bit about your consistency since getting that job?
Like you said, I was waiting. You know, good things come to those who wait. My grandma always tell me that, and you know, I kept that in the back of my head. And you know, my opportunity came and I took advantage of it. And you know, I just want to help my team win. You know, no matter if it's blocking every down or running the ball. And like I said, Coach Sark do a great job putting me in position, you know, to make plays. And he do all guys like that. So I just, you know, want to thank him, thank the man above for carrying me on every day, you know, waking me up to do the things I do.
Go ahead.
You know, the whole Mark Banker situation, is there any update on that?
No,
Tim said you were going to address it.
Yeah, I left him a voicemail. I moved on. We won a great
When did that
game.
happen?
I don't know. What day was that? I don't know.
Okay.
I tend not to get into media conflicts with assistant coaches from other teams.
Last one for John. But you were really making guys miss today. Arizona's been a pretty sure tackling team this year. Did you see anything on film that you were able to take advantage of, or was it just in the game?
It was just, you know, I trust myself. Like Coach Sark said, he preached making guys miss, and you know, I can hear his voice in the back of my head. You didn't make the miss. It's just little things like that, and you know, I just can read guys, you know, their momentum, you know, which way they're going, and that, and just a gift that God gave me. And you know, like Coach Sark said, he can see that I can do it, and I'm just trying to take it to the next level.
Thank you, fellas.
All right, guys. Right quick. See ya.
The rest of our guys coming out, if you just go back